Did that hit start recording, or did it not do anything? Okay, never mind. It's doing it. All right. Hi, buddy. Fabulous intro as per usual. That's the Babble special intro. Don't worry about it. Anybody. Anyways, God fucking damn it. 12 FPS, I saw the signs. I'm playing Jackie, my little brat child. I'm joined by the wonderful, the very patient, very dear friend whom I adore.
Oh, we're off to a cracking start. It's going to be wonderful. Hello, everybody. My name is Whis.
What are you talking about? Kraken's not here.
I really need to change my catchphrases. Kraken ruined that one for me. I'm playing a dragonfly. Again, I'm back on my bullshit. All right.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I had to.
If you're listening to this, Kraken, it's your fault.
Beloved older brother mine. Don't change. Please. It's hilarious. I love you all so fucking much. Goddamn.
Oh, heck.
Oh, God. Alright. Actually, starting the FPS, though. So, this is gonna be interesting, because Jackie's mute, Haddy's blind.
Yes.
Thankfully Jackie knows a lot of different, God, I don't know what you would call that. They know a lot of different languages that don't require speaking. Or sight. But we start this off today with, Jackie saying goodbye to Phasmus for the night, or the day, whatever fucking time they get back from Ollie and all the shenanigans in between getting to and from there. And, well, now we have this small child just,
loose.
Working up the courage. Listen, this child has been loose in Halloween Town before. They don't mind being loose in Halloween Town again.
Fair.
But I don't think that they're playing with Kara, unfortunately, is on the mind at the moment. They have a very serious matter that they need to talk about with somebody that they're kind of afraid of. So they're kind of just working up the courage to go and talk to this person. And, eventually they manage to get their way up the steps to the Stagehand's Requiem. Oh, God. For the small 7-year-old child, if you listen to marine crimes, this is very difficult for them. Oh, God. And they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. You know why? Because their mom's on the line. Their mom triumphs over the fear of a certain bastard. And by bastard, I don't mean Lynn, I mean the dog. And they're gonna knock very... They're gonna knock a decent amount of force, as much as their tiny little 7-year-old flipper with covered in fucking fluff and their 7 strength can manage.
Oh dear. There is a long pause before there's any sounds coming from the other side of the door.
Oh God.
Hattie kind of is he's home alone, as home alone as one is ever at the Stagehand's Requiem, waiting to see whether or not Network immediately rejects the person at the door, as he has been instructed and is in habit of doing. But after there's no immediate fuss from his niece, nibbling niece house, he'll get up from his desk and grab his cane and head on over the door, and there's this click, and it opens a little bit, and he leans his head out. And all.
Jackie, who's not aware of the fact that this man is blind, just starts signing. Awkwardly. Terrified child.
One part of me is tempted for him to assume it was like someone knocked and then ran. Because shit like that happens in Halloween Town.
That is true.
But he also has a 24 passive perception. So I'm like, surely he could hear some sort of movement of cloth or fuzz or something. There
is also they have a metal bit on the arm that they're missing. So they could have just bumped that against something.
Okay. Alright.
Without realizing.
So I think there is going to be a long pause while Jackie is signing at him, and then he's going to blink and just sort of look around. Look around as if he can't really see her, but then there's this loud bzzz from his wings, and then his face sort of just points down. Hello? Someone here? And he just sort of moves his cane and goes to prod it because he can't tell fine detail. So it's either a person there, or there's a box, or some sort of... He's not sure. So he's just going to prod it with the bottom of his cane.
I guess make me a perception.
Alrighty, I can definitely do that. Now let's see if I remember from the other day how to do this. 20 plus.
See if you can smack this child with your cane. So you definitely do feel like a bump of something, and then an indignant tweet. And let's see how much patience this child has for that today. Oh, wait.
You're the one that picked the die spot.
I'm aware of the fact that I did. I couldn't find Dice Parser.
Oh.
That's 11. They don't have a lot of patience for that. Alright. Wow. Alright, that's probably the worst that they've done in a while for perception. Outside of the parts where they were sick, in which case their perception was absolute shit.
Mm-hmm.
Thematically. God, Jackie's been through so much in the past couple of days. They're not having this. You absolutely, Haddy, feel something start, doing very light tugs as if it's attacking the cane as it's being poked at them. And very angy sounding little kind of tweets and whistles.
Oi! What in peck? Alright, no, whatever this is, no. And I'm just gonna roll him a strength to try and get his cane back.
I mean, it's not gonna take a lot.
He got a 19. That's pretty dang good for him.
Yeah. It really wouldn't have taken a lot. Jackie has a -2.
He's just gonna pull his cane back and then just be sort of squinting. There's some sort of critter here. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's a puppy or something.
God. Jackie's stomping their foot angrily, I'm not a critter, I'm a child. They can't speak to express them. Roll them in intelligence now. See if they can figure this out. If it's not like an intelligence, what do you think it might be?
An insight.
Actually, insight. All right, they're better at insight. Let's do this. God. All right.
15's pretty good.
Dude, I'm recording. Sorry, everybody. That was my friend Turkey Roast throwing something across the room. We're having a sleepover.
Hi, Turk.
Hold on. But do you think that 15 is enough to, like...
Oh, yeah. Like, there's the way that Haddy points his eyes at things. It's very much he finds the point at which is making the noises, and that's where he points his eyes. And then that's just where it tracks from. So, like, Jackie can kind of look at him and be like, he's looking straight at me, but not seeing me somehow. Like, it's the kind of thing you'd imagine if, like, someone was invisible and looking straight through you kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, fair enough. Jackie, who has no eyes, is just sitting here like, son of a fucking bitch. Like, god damn it. And they're sitting here realizing that I can't speak. I've never been able to speak. Fuck! So they're now just looking around. And they don't know if, like, touching him is okay. They wouldn't like it. So they're just sitting here, like, oh god. Alright, Morse code time!
In the meantime, I'm going to be having Haddy sort of going, alright, there's some kind of dog here on the step, and that's a bit unusual, and he's going to go into his hammer space. Cool. And he's going to pull out his notebook and the equivalent of a pencil that lets him write in Braille. And he's going to be like, okay, I can do up a notice for the board. Lost some sort of critter, bitey teeth, fuzzy, possibly dog.
You hear a very angry whistle. I'm gonna roll a d2. Actually, no. I'm gonna roll 1d20 plus 6. Where's their patience? You know, actually, that painfully makes a lot of sense. They're not unused to being called a dog. But still, in this context, it does kind of piss him off. You just get a whistle.
Fair enough. And Haddy just sort of pause in his writing and then be like, dogs don't tend to make noises like that. Alright, let me start again. And he's going to flip to another page and he's going to start writing again. And like before, he was muttering out, but because it's got one of those top flip notebooks. So, and because Braille is tactile, I reckon Jackie could probably roll a perception to see the Braille on the opposite side of the page.
Yep. Keep doing the 1d20. Can't do that. It's not that one. It's the other one.
Yeah. Easy with a 16. Easy done.
They're just okay. They're gonna start tapping on the ground with like the metal bit of their nubbin, little arm that they're missing. Start tapping in Morse code in an attempt to communicate. Like, hey, I'm a fucking person.
Alright, I'm going to do an intelligence check first of all to see how long it takes him to stop paying attention to his writing and that paying attention to the tapping. That is a stagehand 6.
God damn it.
It takes him a while. Like he gets to the very, very end of writing out this notice that he was going to do, and then he just sort of stops, and he sort of lowers his pencil a little bit, and then there's another one of those buzzes from his wings. It's like, is that Morse? Wait, hold on. And he he's his cane back out and sort of prods in Jackie's direction again. Are you tapping in Morse?
God. Jackie, who can't fucking speak, just fights at the goddamn cane again and then taps at it.
Hey, alright. Stop that. Stop biting me, cane. It was handmade, you little picnic. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna... Morse code. Ooh, it's been a while. Alright. Alright. Let's start with yes or no. I do remember that. Hello, are you deaf?
No.
Alright, good. That was a no, I'm pretty sure. Alright, hello. My name's Haddy. I am blind. I cannot see you.
I noticed. I can't speak. And they're doing it very slowly.
That is a dirty 20 for him to be able to decipher this. I'm not going to roll that at every sentence. I'm just going to say he's good now. Oh, right. Good. I'm glad you noticed. Sorry. Can I help you in some way?
I am looking for Detective Stagehand.
Oh. Oh, well, I hate to disappoint you. She's not actually home at the moment.
Fuck.
Did Jackie actually tap that out?
No, but you do hear like a distinct against the ground of them just being like, fuck.
Oh dear.
The expression of them physically just smacking the ground, like, god damn it.
I mean, if she was expecting you, she'd be here, but we don't get a lot of people dropping in by unannounced. Certainly not at the moment. Most people don't know we're here. Is it something I can help you with, maybe?
Unless you understand laws and how to absolve someone of crimes, no.
Yeah, that's definitely more Pom-Pom's area of expertise. Listen, sorry for you to have come all this way, but I got nothing for you, I'm afraid.
I cannot just leave. I'm sorry, my mom isn't here.
This is pause.
And I don't know how much time I have before Captain Mobile finds either of us. I am desperate.
Pause.
I am desperate. I want to protect my mom.
Haddy has put his hand through the loop on the handle of his cane, and he's now doing prayer hands as he processes all of that.
You want to roll an insight?
I would love to roll an insight. I would absolutely adore that. 15.
This is a 15. I mean, it's not that hard to tell after all of that. This child is fucking terrified.
Understandable. Have a nice.
It's not really clear as to what it. It's safe to assume it's probably mobile, but there seems to be something else.
That's the Haddy's first first response is thinking it's mobile. So he's just gonna stand there for a second while Jackie said their piece, and take a deep breath, and then slowly just sort of sit down on the step in front of them. Alright, let me just get something straight. You're a kid, and you and your mum are mixed up with mobile.
There's a pause as they think about what to say. Oh god. And you can physically feel the anxiety and the terror just emanating off of them, kind of wrapping around you. And hey, if you wanted to con save, you could.
I want to because it's interesting.
It's a fun fact about spirits. Projecting emotions that are really fucking strong.
Guess who doesn't have any modifiers to their con save? This guy.
Oh god.
I mean, that's still a 14. That's okay.
So the emotions that you're getting off of this person, this child, of just sheer terror. Something clearly fucking happened, for one. For two, whatever they are, you feel a little bit nauseous, but it's not enough to be too concerning at the moment.
Can Haddy roll like a history or an arcana or something to try and twig as to what was causing that?
Yeah. I would honestly recommend more so arcana.
And they're the same roll for him.
That's fair.
13?
13. You feel like it was something that they're either doing or feeling, but you're not sure how. They don't seem to be doing it consciously, at the very least.
Okay.
So they're not actively trying to hurt you.
Yeah. Haddy's gonna unloop his cane from his hand and just put it down and hold his hands out towards Jackie in a very I'm not armed and trying to be welcoming and friendly kind of way. Alright, just take some deep breaths, alright? I don't know your story. And I'm not Pom Pom. I can't help you with the low stuff. But you're the second person in the last little while that I've met who's mixed up with all them. And if you want to talk about it while we wait for Pom Pom, if that will help.
Alright, roll me a persuasion.
I can do that. What's your persuasion? Okay, it's not too bad actually. Except you roll like shit! Haddy! Haddy! Fuck! Not today, apparently.
I mean, you're not gonna get everything. But even with the 9, this child has been keeping everything in a bottle for a long ass time. Mm-hmm. They haven't even told Abigail everything. Fun fact, everybody. Not even their mother knows everything. So, and they're really tired. They've just almost died. God. So they start very slowly, and they tap out in Morse code. Captain Dylan Mobile is my grandfather.
Blink, blink, blink. His mouth sort of opens and then closes and then opens. Not gonna lie, that was not what I was expecting you to say. Heck. Listen,
It's not what anyone expects, but
well,
unfortunately, it's true.
I'm not really sure which one of the mobiles I interacted with, but,
Big,
yeah,
really, really big,
yep.
barely fit in doorways, always smelled like death.
Oh yeah, that's the one. And he gives his left hand a little bit of a wobble. He left me with a souvenir, you see.
Oh, you just hear like a very nervous tweet. And Haddy, they they reach out their little nub that has metal on it. And everything that you've felt since then has been fluffy, made of downy feathers.
Mm-hmm.
This is made of metal.
Blink, blink. I am going to roll Haddy a perception as he is going to give a very determined buzz to try and get something that resembles better details of this child. 24. I think that's
This
probably
child,
enough to get a vague outline, and because it's fluff and there's a little bit of fabric around their middle and then metal, he'd be able to tell they're not symmetrical in that way. Do you reckon?
no, they're very clearly. So their nubbin looks, their flipper, the one that they do have, looks a lot like the Animal Crossing one, like how those hands work.
Oh yeah.
The other one just kind of cuts off at the mid bicep,
Mm-hmm.
where you would expect that to be, and there seems to be like a bit of a vague outline of like there's something in the middle of that that kind of resembles like there's something holding something on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's safe to assume that that is probably a metal bit on the end of the flipper that got bit off.
Oh,
They
picnic.
completely lost that flipper.
Oh, heck. That walking piece of
That
wet carpet did that to you.
the man that you interacted with was my grandfather. You were very lucky to still have that arm.
And Hattie's just sort of quiet and contemplative. Like he hadn't enough pieces to sort of have that occur to him before, and he just sort of rests his left hand in his lap slightly. And if he had fingers, he'd probably be rubbing them against each other contemplatively. But as it is, he's just sort of considering his scarred hand. Oh, heck.
I'm being honest, we both are very lucky to be alive.
Well, that's true. Hey, I don't know why we were having this talk in this. Do you want to come in? I could put the kettle on, make you some tea. It might be a little bit more relaxing than sitting out here on the front step.
Okay. It's very unsure, and there is an unsure whistle that follows, but you know what? This is Halloween Town. From what they've learned from the times that they've visited, this is a safe place.
Hmm. And
So they're going to choose the very rare option of trusting him.
Haddy's gonna nod and stand up and pick his cane back up using Unseen Servant because bending down is bad for your back. And then he's just gonna push the door open a little bit further. Haddy, come on in. The stairs are that way. Feel free to go ahead of me to the bottom step. I take my time.
As Jackie is like walking past, you can hear their steps. They are very short. And fun fact, you move faster than them. Very easily. Jackie can only move maybe 10 feet per round.
Oh, hon. Ah!
They have tiny little stubby legs and they're short. And they're a penguin.
Penguin legs!
They got little legs!
Their knees are in their torso. So Haddy's gonna close the door and make his way to catch up to Jackie, and is a lot easier than he was expecting. But then he's just gonna take each stair as at his normal speed. And so do you have any kind of tea you like? We got all sorts of tea. Pom Pom really likes the spooky tea that they make here. Sneakster is not so keen on that as much as Pom Pom. He likes the Lady Grey. It's got flowers in it. It's very him. What takes your fancy, hey?
You no longer hear like somebody trying to drag themselves up the steps.
Mm-mm. Presuming that they have to stop in order to tap out Morse code, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like, they're literally only a foot tall. The steps are pretty big for them.
Yeah.
They have to climb up like a child.
And
they tap. I've never had tea before.
Oh. Maybe we'll start you with Sneakster's tea then. He's only 16. He's closer to your age than I am, I guess. So it's probably a good place to start. Do you need a hand? I can kind of get a vague sense of your size, but I feel like you're struggling on the stairs a little bit.
I am very small. But
do you weigh much?
Yes. I weigh. Last I was weighed, I was around 30 pounds.
Let me look up these spell limitations. How much can these carry? Nah, Mage Hand is 10 pounds. Unseen Servant. That doesn't have a pound rating, but it says its strength is 2. Probably insufficient somehow.
Oh, God.
What's your strength, Haddy? I mean, Haddy could try. Well, I think that's a bit much for me magic that I normally use for carrying stuff. I mean, I could pick you up if you were alright with that.
Let's see what they can do. Not much. Not. They can't. It would just make everything slippery. which is useful when you're going down things, not so useful when you're going up them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d10 because they have another idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank God. You kind of hear like what sounds like someone is about to vomit, but no, it ends up just there's a clang on the floor.
Haddy is
something metal.
immediately thinking of the last person he spoke to who had their hammer space in their damn mouth.
And there seems to be a lot of like mechanical noises for a second, and like something is attaching to something else, and then metal is like, something mechanical is twisting around.
You're right.
They stomp in Morse code while they're doing this, and it's still going. I am putting on my arm.
Haddy's doing that, like, as much as he can without physically having fingers, that raised finger, mouth open expression, and then just, you're doing what now?
Oh, God. And eventually they do get it on. And, they start tapping with that arm. I'm actually gonna make them a strength check. See if it stays on. No. Okay. I go to move it, and then there's a tweet, and it falls off. And there's like a clang against the floor.
Is
Again.
Is it gonna roll down the stairs, or?
Yeah, it starts rolling down the stairs, and then it just big clang at the bottom.
Kid? Dude.
I'm fine. My arm just fell down the stairs. And you hear them hopping down to go and get it.
Hold on. You can get it from here. And he just sort of... He makes a finger snapping noise, even though he doesn't have fingers. And he's casting Unseen Servant to go and pick it up and bring it back up the stairs. He doesn't know what it is. He knows it's vague shape and that it's metal, and that's enough for Unseen Servant.
It does look like Jackie's flipper outline shape.
Mm-hmm. Is that a fake arm for the one you are missing?
That's my prosthetic that I made, yes.
That's cool. You know, an uncle of mine has a fake foot.
Oh. Okay. They don't know how to respond to that. My mom has a peg leg.
Yeah, he could have a peg leg. He's a bunny though. There he's a hare. He kind of needs the whole foot, otherwise his sense of balance is off. We call him Upper, and it came true for him, unfortunately.
My mom has terrible balance regardless of that leg. That's a 10. I'm gonna say it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
They get that arm on, and it stays this time.
Huzzah.
And you hear like more mechanical noises despite that. And then it stops after a click. And I am going to roll thing for them. Weirdly enough, they do have a proficiency teaching athletics? The fuck? When the fuck did that happen? Alright, well, they got a nat 20.
Nice!
This child is schmoving along the railing. They've done this before anyway, so this, weirdly enough, makes fucking sense. You hear, like, against the railing, you can probably, like, make out the outline of Jackie just fucking grabbing onto the railing and going along that as they go up. But you can also hear, like, this, metal on whatever the railing is made out of kind of noise, and what sounds like metal sliding on it, and then it clicks as if it's grabbed onto it as Jackie moves.
Oh, damn, that's an idea. I mean, I know snakes there in Pom Pom have gone down the banister before. Although, mind you, they do also just jump over the edge of the mezzanine. But going up, that's a new one. Alright, looks like I'm gonna actually have to keep up. Good on you, kid. And he's gonna turn around and make his way back up the stairs.
I mean, they still go at like that 10-foot pace.
Yeah.
Because they're still super tiny, but like they got no problem doing it.
Nah, I reckon that's probably still faster than trying to climb up every individual step.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
because if Jackie's only about a foot tall, that's under half an oat, and the stairs will be normal sized stairs. Yeah, this is faster.
Absolutely.
This is why one of the reasons having a toddler is very, very useful. It means that I can put tunes in perspective.
Jackie is about half the toddler size.
Yep. A little bit less, because it's 2'6" at the minute.
God. They're less than half the toddler.
Yeah.
Oh my god, alright.
So I'm going to say that Haddy does probably beat Jackie up to the top floor, regardless of this new, faster method. But he's just going to sort of turn his head towards them and just go, I'm going to go and put the kettle on and make this tea. The kitchen's over here. When you get to the top, come and join me, yeah?
You get up tired. So.
Here, I'll get you the biscuit as well. I think might be a good idea. Okay. You seem to be got it in hand, so to speak. That was quite good, actually. And he's going to go off into the kitchen. And
there's a wheeze of them trying to laugh.
Oh dear.
God.
So Haddy is going to put the kettle on, and he is going to make a cool version of some Lady Grey tea. So he's going to put like at least half of the water will be cold water, and he's going to get out 3 biscuits from the biscuit jar. So he's got a little cup of tea and some bickies all ready for the guest child. When they eventually get to the top of the stairs.
Get to the top of the stairs, they're fucking tired.
Yeah, fair enough. Perfect time for tea and biscuits. And like, Haddy still moves slowly around the kitchen doing these things, so I reckon he's probably, by the time Jackie gets into the kitchen, he's probably when he's putting the things on the table.
Yeah, probably. Hold on, let me see. Let me roll them a con. See how tired they fucking are. Oh, wait. God damn it.
Very.
Very. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the dragging of the fucking metal arm across the fucking floor. And they just kind of, you hear a flop. Just you can assume that they kind of face planted into the ground
Oh.
when they finally got into the kitchen.
Oh dear. Haddy's just gonna sort of go and stand right next close to them, but do you want a lift into the chair? I don't really want to make you climb it again. After all of that was some effort.
Okay, Jackie, what are you gonna do, babe? Okay, no, okay, we're doing that. That's where you are today. Okay. Jackie with the non-metal flipper, because that has since, you could hear hear it just kind of detach itself
Mm-hmm.
when they face planted.
Mm.
They just Morse code. I am good. I don't really do chairs.
Right, I'll bring
Chairs
it.
are for people.
There are people. But we can have a picnic on the floor. That's no drama. Let me get your tea and your biscuits. He's gonna go over to the table and grab the little teacup and put it right in front of them, and then go back and grab the. Actually, no. What am I talking about? He just used unseen servant because why not? Or mage hand because that's the cantrip. Yeah, he'll just mage hand them over and put them in front of Jackie, and then he'll mage hand his own tea over and just sort of go. Hopefully it's not too hot. Here you
God, they are so confused by this weird drink. Why is it brown? Is it brown? They're gonna stick their tongue in it? Yeah, that's brown. Okay.
It's brown. It is slightly floral.
That's weird. I'm gonna roll to see how well they like it.
Alright. Not hugely.
God damn it.
That's okay. I can put it down and ignore it, and Haddy will not comment. There are biscuits there, though.
Oh, God. So, like, they stick their tongue in it, and they reel back and, like, God, okay, brown. Because that's how they tell colors.
Right. Yep.
And then they stick their tongue in it again. Try and, like, alright, what's the flavor of this thing? Oh, God, flowers.
Blue cornflower.
You can just hear it kind of sputter, so to speak. As much of a sputter as a penguin child can.
It's not too hot. Or is it not to your liking?
There's a tap like it tastes like flowers.
Yeah, Sneakster said it has flowers in it.
Why? I stick a lot of things in my mouth, but flowers is not one of them.
Lots of people eat flowers. I'm a dragonfly. I really eat. We make salads with flowers in there. It's actually really good.
I've never seen a dragonfly before, and I don't know what that is, but I guess that would be you. So now I do know.
Here you go. Not all of us are blind as far as I know, but this one sure is. But if you
I don't have eyes.
Oh?
No.
Oh. I mean, I got really big ones, but they don't do anything, so if you can see it without them and I can't see with them.
I don't know how my sight works, but it does require hearing, touch, and taste, depending on what it is.
Oh, alright. Fair enough. I can understand that. Hearing. Oh god, if I ever went deaf, it'd be the end of me. And he gives his wings a very loud bzzz.
Hmm. They don't know really what to say about that, but they do. They are sitting down and they are going to also look at the biscuit and they're gonna bite into one.
I think these are probably just vanilla sugar biscuit type things.
I mean, I gesture at Jackie, whatever. They have had vanilla things before, that's fine.
Yeah. Clarify. Cookies, not scone-looking things that you have there that you call biscuits.
I don't know. I mean, a biscuit is a biscuit. I kind of assumed that it was more so of a cookie.
Yeah.
Because I remember that that's what you guys call them.
Yeah. You have tea and Bicky. Bickies are good. Yeah, it's a sweet vanilla flavored biscuit. And Haddy's just going to sort of sit down on the floor next to them and he'll be drinking his tea as well. So, it's obviously a bit of a sore spot for you, but why did your grandfather bite off your arm?
I got away. And didn't like that. So he came back as a ghost. Drove me nuts. Then fought me. And tore off my arm. Which in doing so he promised that I would not know peace till everyone who wanted me dead was dead, or I was dead. So
Would Jackie
I
like to
went
roll
out.
an insight?
They will. Yeah. Basically speaking, you can probably tell that he kind of cursed this kid.
Okay, 14.
14.
More than enough. So there are several thoughts going through Hattie's head right now. First of all, there's the, oh, okay, he was a ghost, and then Marilyn did something, that was the coming back bit. Okay, we got that bit worked out. Second of all, I'm sorry, what the actual fuck? This is a child? He already had... Mobile was already on his shit list, but now he's just like, okay, I am going to stab him. Like, he is almost...
They're just gonna end up making it worse.
I'm gonna roll a deception. Hold on. I'm going to have the right window selected. How about that?
I mean, what little bit that they have, they're kind of like... You can feel them kind of like get uneasy.
Yep.
And they start tapping a little quicker, like, I can explain. I was raised by him on the Glacier Rider, and it wasn't a fun time. I was, God, what did I do? I was their lead diver, a commander, panicking child, just word vomiting, so to speak.
I think when Jackie starts panicking and starts tapping really fast, like, had he rolled the 23 on that deception, he clamps it down. Like, he had been at the point of quivering with so many pieces of rage directing at both Marilyn and Mobile. But Mobile's actually taken over Marilyn for a second. He's like, this is a child. What the actual fuck? But like, when Jackie starts panicking, he's like, nope. The door comes down. No way. We are not freaking this kid out. And he just sort of puts his teacup down and he puts his hands out. It's alright. You don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to prove that it was a bad time. I believe you.
They stop, and you can just kind of hear the soft, gentle, like, rustle of them just settling against the floor.
Haddy's going to reach out his right hand and just sort of holds it near them. Like, he doesn't want to touch them because every time he's offered, they've said no. So he's just going to hold his hand near them so that they can kind of feel his hand nice and close. And just be like, no, I don't know all of your details and I don't need to. That sounds more like something Pom Pom will need. But what they've put you through, you're a kid. And even if you weren't, no one deserves that. Mobile's already on my shit list. So, you got a pretty good chance. Him being the one who goes, not you.
I'm not sure if that's the case. If he's coming after my mom and me.
If you were on your own, probably. But
That's it.
It's
the thing. That's why I'm here.
You're in a stagehand house now, kid.
Doesn't matter when your mother's a criminal.
Sometimes criminals get a pardon. I've met some people, quite a lot of people, a swarm of people, who used to be on the rough side, but they work for Pom Pom now.
How much do you know about Admiral Abigail?
Is this something Haddy is likely to know outside of Pom Pom telling him stuff?
I have no idea.
Tell you what I'm gonna do.
Honestly, I don't think that she's been shy about it. This is Abby we're talking about.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna roll a history for Haddy. Just because that name might be familiar. 15. Yeah, you'll sort of think about it when it. I don't know anything about them, but I do think I might have. Wait, Admiral. Boats, right?
Yeah. We're sailors. She's more so a sailor than me, but I mean, the different ships. I grew up on a military vessel. She's a tall ship sailor.
Someone I met not that long ago mentioned that name. Didn't say Admiral, but it's Abigail. Yeah. Oh, pig. I think, the word keeps getting smarter, kid? But, no, I don't know anything about them as such, no. But
Detective
unless...
Stagehand knows about her. Tried to arrest her the last time that we met,
Ah. Well,
even when I begged her not to.
it is her job.
I get that. But that's, I've already had Captain Mobile try to take her away from me. Several times. I've done things to keep him from doing that.
What is it that she's doing that makes her a criminal?
Oh god, I think they would know by now what she does. A smuggler, I think, is the term that can be best described. She, something about a prohibition.
Oh, alright. Look, I'm sure Pum Pum knows all that already. If she tried to arrest your mum. But in my eyes, there's only one kind of criminal that doesn't deserve a pardon. And that's the kind of criminal that mobile monster and his little friend Marilyn happen to be.
Marilyn?
As far as I know, Marilyn is that mobile fella's boss at the moment.
God, alright. Give me a moment.
This is me going, Haddy doesn't know all the bases of information. Woohoo.
Would you like him to? Please tell me you don't mean Marilyn Monroe?
Peckin'. Yeah, I do.
I used to work for her as a janitor.
You might
Before
know.
I had to go on a warpath towards Mobile. Or, well, the ship itself. Because it's a long story. Such a long story. I'm very tired.
No, it's alright.
I'm only 7!
Hot damn. You've lived enough things in your life for 10 people and you're only 7?
I think I've been alive longer than 7 years. It's just I stopped aging after I turned 7.
One of those. Right. Yeah. You might know Mac then. He said he was a janitor.
Wallace?
I didn't get a last name. Apparently he was a snake.
Red? Wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, I'm blind. I just...
God, you can hear kind of tail thumping. Which is a good thing. That's my friend. That's my friend.
I met him. Not that long ago.
Is he okay?
Was in the middle of a crisis when I met him, but gave him a bit of cake. Could have had a much worse day.
I'm gonna see if they can figure this out. Maybe. Try and put some of the pieces together. Oh no, that's a 5. Alright. I really miss him. I haven't seen him in almost a year. I wonder if he's been getting my letters.
Dunno. You said that there's more than just Mobile that wants you dead. Who else? I mean, you seem like such a nice kid. Apart from when biting my things. And he sort of gives Jackie a bit of a look.
I regret nothing. You were poking me. You were poking me. I didn't know you couldn't see.
I didn't know you couldn't talk. Fair is fair.
We're at an impasse.
I regret nothing. I'd do it again. And he's going to cast Mage Hand. And just give them a small poke in the flipper with Mage Hand.
They try and bite it. You can hear the flapping of their one flipper against the door as they try to do so. I don't know how many people want me dead. I know one of the people who did, is dead. My mom killed him because he. Yep, they're gonna say it. All right. He he's the reason why I can't take poison so well. And he poisoned me again. It's the reason for a lot of things. Everything that happened on that ship is a reason for a lot of things.
Don't. Part of me doesn't want to make a promise without Pum Pum being here to tell me if I'm being a dumbass or not. Because I
don't like promises.
Well, I have a bit of a problem with Mobile and Marin Monroe. A problem which I plan at some stage to solve with something very sharp and pointy. Not only for what
Marilyn
they did.
was creepy, but I didn't think that she was evil.
Oh yeah.
What did she do?
Well, there's a list. I don't know if I really want to be adding to your troubles knowing about it though.
I mean, I used to work for her, so it might become my problem if I don't know about it, regardless. Especially since you mentioned that you know Mac.
Haddy's gonna just sort of lean back a little and point his face up at the ceiling just a bit. No, you're right. She posed a problem for Mac not that long ago. And she certainly posed a problem for me before Animus and the rest of my family. She... Well... Memory manipulation magic for a start. Tried to lock me and a bunch of my family and a whole bunch of other people into a burning building. For a second. And you said that Mobile was a ghost. She brought him back.
Oh, so she was responsible for what happened at Killjoy.
Oh yeah,
It
you
was
heard about
her.
it. Yeah, that. I was there.
The Villestown newspaper is how I found out Mobile was alive.
Ah, that's probably not a very good way to find out about that sort of thing. I'm sorry,
But
Kate.
it doesn't say anything about Marilyn being responsible for it. It blames. It blames. Oh God, what? It
Of course
just
not.
says that something's down there. It
What?
doesn't say anything about Marilyn. And it also says that Mobile was doing things in self-defense. But I know that that's not true. I know him.
Yeah, it's certainly not true. I had to be busted out of a cage. My cousin had to be busted out of a pecking cage in a burning pecking building, and she knew we were coming. She had to have known we were coming. Not only was my cousin stuck in there, she kinda spit gasoline or something all over the place. She wanted us to die there.
I need to get my friends. It, I, no, no. They're too close to him. They're too close to her. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Haddy is going to put his hands out in offer of a hug if Jackie wants it.
Alright. 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 Okay. Hattie. Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my dear friend?
Mm-hmm.
This child practically bulldozes into Hattie.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to do a save of some sort?
No, but I
Okay.
do want you to make a perception check at advantage because you were touching them.
Okie dokie. $25.
Alright. Let's have some fun, shall we? So they do indeed have something metal on the little nubbin
Mm-hmm.
of their missing arm. And you can kind of feel a magnetic something along the outside. You assume that that's probably how they attach the arm.
Yep.
But there are a lot of scars along the back and the back of the head of this child. And by a lot, I mean a lot. There's what feel like the outlines of very jagged, lightning-y scars that cover the majority of their body. There is also what seems like bite mark scars.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also tiny ones that you might at first assume are just like maybe tiny feathers that have yet to come in. But no. No, that's where something has pierced them. Something really small.
Time to break out
And
another deception roll. Carry on.
and they're with their face against your middle. You can feel what feels like tears, but they rise instead of fall out the side of their mouth, and there's a crack somewhere on that beak.
Huh.
They are shaking and they're absolutely crying.
Hattie, Hattie is being the the emotional support now. He got a dirty 20 on that deception. Inside, he is vowing all sorts of manners of stabbing to both Marilyn and Mobile. But externally, he's just giving as gentle a hug as he can. Maybe small little pats on the back of the head. Sweetie, let it out. We can work it out.
They don't type or tap anything. I am going to roll a strength to see how tightly they are holding on to Haddy.
Yep.
And I do warn you, they have rolled really good on these hugging strengths. So I am sorry if they end up accidentally hurting him.
That's alright. That is a
Yeah, that tracks.
That 20!
Yeah.
Damn!
Jackie gives very strong hugs, apparently.
Apparently.
And keep in mind, everybody, Jackie has a -2 to strength. So.
Heck! Fucking heck! Oh, god, okay.
So, poor Haddy. My god, my dude, I'm so sorry. Yourself opened this, and they're a very tired,
Yeah.
very traumatized small child.
Yeah.
Who is gone through a lot.
I think what Haddy's gonna do while Jackie is having probably a very good cry about all of this, he is going to he's going to start to hum, just very soothingly hum, and he's going to use his very lovely soothing words feature. So he's going to cast calm emotions to just sort of hopefully help them get some peace. Now, what do I need to do for that? A creature can choose to fail this saving throw if they wishes. So he's just going to try and use calm emotions to just help them calm down a little bit, but at the same time let them cry. If that makes sense.
Bless you. Bless you, you sneezy boy. Oop, I pooped your snoot.
Does the cat want to be in the FPS too?
It seems so. He wanted to sneeze at me as well.
Oh, chunky.
Alright, so that's a 1. Yeah, no, they're gonna choose to fail this save and let him do that.
Alright, cool. So he's just gonna hum soothingly, little buzzes of the wings, and just hold them until they're ready.
That is a very soft thing. That is very soft. Ah! I don't know if you had any more ideas, or if you...
No, I think that's a really nice place to leave them. I was thinking about that just before. I was like, how nice would it be when Lynn gets home, that's how she finds them.
That would be very soft.
Oh.
I sit here in this. Thank you so much for playing with me, Whis.
No, my pleasure. I'm always down to play Haddy, and Haddy being indignant, full of fury, and soft, all in the one FPS. Love it.
I love this so much. God.
Oh,
Well, thank you everybody for listening. And thank you, future listeners. I hold you all very soft. I hold you, Whis, soft. I hold all of this soft, and, well, bye.
Bye-bye.
Stay tuned.